MrBeast pressuring people into donating to TeamWater.
This whole MrBeast charity situation has grown way bigger than almost anyone expected. Over the last few days, it's picked up major attention again after Jynxzi talked about it live on stream, bringing the old TeamWater situation from a couple of months ago right back into the spotlight. Then Aiden Ross asked the question that a lot of people have already been wondering, where are all those wells that were promised? That question alone got people talking fast, but things got even more intense when MrBeast replied publicly on Twitter. Instead of clearing up the confusion, a lot of people felt like his response completely missed the main issue. There was even talk about defamation claims and possible legal action.
Uncomfortable, like, weird streams of all time, bro. Basically, this is all this stream was, bro. The epitome of the stream was basically just MrBeast pressuring people into donating to TeamWater, which is a great cause. But at the end of the day, let's be honest, chat. If TeamWater raises, whatever, like $100 million, who gets the credit for it, bro? Who's gonna make the tweet and say, oh, this is TeamWater and we raised this amount of money? Who gets all the credit for this, chat? MrBeast. Exactly. So basically, we're all donating. He's getting all the credit, but we're all getting pressured into donating in front of, hundreds of thousands of people. When you combine all the streams, you're talking 200,000 people are watching this live. And at the end of the day, I kind of thought about it, and it's like, well, at the end of the day, it goes to a good cause, so I don't really care. Like, it goes to a good cause. But that's all this stream is, bro. This is one of the, like, this stream was just excruciating, bro.
Okay. The man.
And every time somebody would join the call, bro, it was just like,
which only made the whole situation look even more chaotic. So if you didn't follow everything when it first started, here's a quick rewind.
We know you got a lot of that.
hey!
What is this?
Yeah, there's this charity thing called TeamWater where every dollar donated is a year of clean water for someone in need. And, we're trying to raise money to get people clean water all around the world. It's, a big thing. People die from it. And we're just curious. Your friends here were saying you're a very generous soul.
Are you really going to do this shit? Fucking McDonald's drive-thru, man. It's going to happen to me.
You're putting people on the spot.
Nah.
Hey, they put me on the spot too, man. And now
Back in August 2025, MrBeast launched a charity campaign called TeamWater. The idea sounded simple: raise money to help build wells and improve access to clean drinking water in parts of Africa. On the surface, it's clearly a positive cause, and very few people would argue against that. The charity itself wasn't what people were debating. In fact, helping communities get clean water fits the kind of large-scale projects MrBeast has become known for over the years, with huge fundraising campaigns and high-profile acts of philanthropy. The controversy centered on the way donations were being encouraged. A clip spread across social media almost immediately. In it, MrBeast and a group of streamers unexpectedly added Asmongold into a live call while he was streaming. Within moments, Jimmy asked him in front of a huge audience whether he wanted to donate money to help people who didn't have access to clean drinking water. That unexpected moment quickly became the focus of a much bigger online debate. Now think about that situation for a second. You're live in front of hundreds of thousands of viewers, and suddenly you're asked a question like that. For many people, it could feel difficult to say no without worrying about how the audience might react. That's when some viewers started feeling like something wasn't quite right. Even Logan Paul later said something similar happened to him. He claimed he was also put on the spot, and that the moment didn't feel natural. When someone with a huge platform like Logan Paul speaks up about an experience like that, it quickly grabs even more attention and gets people talking. The biggest controversy, though, involved Kai. He decided not to donate, and the backlash online was massive. It wasn't just a little criticism, it seemed like the conversation was everywhere. People called him selfish, accused him of being a hypocrite, brought up his subathons, and argued that if he earns money from viewers, he should also be donating it. At the time, a lot of people took the opposite side of Kai. But now that the situation is being looked at again, more people seem to be viewing it differently. Many have argued that he wasn't obligated to donate, especially in a live setting where there could be added pressure. One post that went viral pointed out how surprising it was that he faced so much criticism simply for not giving in to that moment on stream. That's when the discussion started shifting away from, why didn't he donate, and toward the bigger questions about how the fundraiser was handled. People started asking a different question. Why was he put in that position in the first place? That became a major part of the debate. Critics also felt that MrBeast didn't do much to ease the growing discussion. Instead, many believed the situation became even more intense.
And if there's videos and pictures of the wells being built and that's different. So where are they? This does not fucking count. This is something you see in a fucking textbook at school. What the fuck, dude? No. Where is it? Where is it? It's 41 million years of water. I know I'll probably get texts and calls, but I don't care. This is a shit show. And I got fucked. From my opinion, I did. Don't care my perspective, I did. It was a great stream. I don't take that back. But could have been done better. Also, fuck that. No, hell no. I'm gonna say some shit. I was a condom. I was put on a dick. Fuck. Threw the condom off. That's me. Throw it in the trash. Said I was gonna be in the videos where everyone's streamer setups were built. All this, that. Never happened. Never fucking happened. Why? Because sometimes I say things and I'm just authentic. Every single streamer has weird ass allegations, but Aiden Ross is the controversial figure. I'm the fucked up guy, right? When I'm open about everything. Me and my friend group, we show you guys everything, but I'm the fucked up guy. Saikuna, that Asian person, just got caught being a serial cheater. I saw that. All these guys are all fucked up. But the one thing you'll know about me is I'm fucked up, but I shit when I'm fucked up. These guys don't have backbones, they're pussies. All of them.
Another livestream featuring XQC and Aiden Ross drew more attention after they spent hours asking well-known creators to donate. During the stream, they also made jokes about Kai. Some viewers saw those comments as harmless, while others felt they added to the already heated conversation and brought even more attention to the controversy. That led to more clips spreading across social media, more people joining the discussion, and plenty of opinions from people who hadn't seen the full context. Many argued that few large creators would want to refuse a donation request in front of such a huge audience. For some viewers, the discussion no longer seemed to be only about the charity itself. It also became a viral online moment that kept growing. Another point people started bringing up was what happened after creators donated. Some critics argued that even when other creators contributed, most of the public attention still ended up focused on MrBeast, his brand, his campaign, and the overall fundraising numbers. From that perspective, some felt creators faced public pressure to donate, risked criticism if they declined, and didn't receive much recognition even if they chose to contribute. That's why some people began questioning the overall setup and whether it was the best way to run a public fundraising campaign. Then on April 10th, Jynxzi talked about the situation and shared his perspective, bringing the entire discussion back into the spotlight once again.
And I apologize to every streamer that or every single public figure that I pressured. And I'm sorry to them. And Jimmy, I will apologize to you if you show the proof of the water. It's been almost a year, and I've said this. You don't even have to do it to me. Do it for the people that are saying it's fake. Where the f***'s the water? Please. I've spoken to many people. That's it. That's it. You could shut everybody the fuck up by doing that. I'm sorry to the people that got pressured. I'm sorry about that. Everybody. I was in the wrong. Looking back, I was in the wrong, and I'm taking accountability fully. I'm not folding. No. I'm apologizing to people that I pressured from my network to donate, because that's not right. That's the truth. I feel bad doing that. That's what I'm apologizing.
Jynxzi said that in his view, some charity streams can end up feeling more like public image moments than something people see as being driven only by good intentions. That opinion quickly got people talking again, especially because it touched on a debate that had already been building for months. At the same time, many people agree that MrBeast has funded projects that have helped a lot of people. But critics also argue there's a business and branding side to these large campaigns that is becoming more noticeable. Looking back at the situation, some believe he understood how a live environment could influence creators and how difficult it could be to respond in front of such a huge audience. The reaction to Kai's decision became one of the biggest examples people pointed to during that debate. MrBeast later responded on Twitter. He said that because the livestream reached hundreds of thousands of viewers and the clips received millions of views, the creators who participated did receive public recognition. He also said he doesn't feel bad about publicly asking wealthy creators to help support access to clean drinking water. On the surface, that response sounded reasonable to some people, but many critics felt it didn't fully answer the main concern being raised. Once charity, public pressure, online content, and personal branding all become part of the same conversation, the debate gets much more complicated.
I don't think MrBeast gets the point. I also do want to keep it a buck. I privately texted Jynxzi and I apologized. And I'm going to publicly apologize to Jynxzi because he's right. And anybody who thinks he isn't right, you're incorrect. When no streamers were answering the phone, I came through, XQC came through. It was a good experience for the most part. And it wasn't right. Looking back, it wasn't right. Looking back, it wasn't, it wasn't good pressuring people. It made a lot of streamers look bad. and I do apologize for that as well.
That's one reason this story didn't disappear like so many other internet controversies. People are still discussing it, still debating different sides, and with bigger creators bringing it up again, it's getting another wave of attention. Many critics argued that the way the donations were requested made it very difficult for creators to comfortably decline in front of such a large audience. As the discussion continued, more people shifted their attention to a different question: what happened after the fundraising campaign? Instead of focusing only on the viral clips, they wanted updates about the project's results. Adin Ross raised that exact point while reacting to Jynxzi's comments. During his stream, he said he hadn't seen clear public evidence showing where the money went or confirming that the promised wells had been completed, which added another layer to the ongoing debate. That was enough to get people talking all over again. When a creator with a platform that large publicly questions something, the discussion can spread incredibly fast across social media and live streams. Jynxzi's main point wasn't about whether people should donate to charity. Instead, he focused on how the donations were encouraged. He argued that the pressure, the live setup, and the overall format made it feel like creators were being pushed towards saying yes instead of making a completely comfortable decision on their own. That's the part of the discussion that many people continued to focus on. To be fair, MrBeast also responded to the criticism about recognition. He argued that creators who donated still received exposure through viral clips, social media attention, and millions of views, so they weren't left without any public credit. In the short term, that's a fair point, because those moments often spread very quickly online. People definitely remember those moments. Many viewers are likely to remember TeamWater, and they'll also remember MrBeast because his name is closely connected to the entire campaign. His branding is featured throughout the project, so it's natural that much of the public recognition ends up pointing back to him. That's one of the main reasons some people started questioning how the campaign was presented in the first place. Adin Ross also kept discussing the topic on stream. He questioned the HII situation even further and said he wanted to apologize to other streamers for the role he played in publicly encouraging them to donate during that original livestream. That stood out to a lot of people because Adin Ross said he felt parts of the situation could have been handled better. When someone who was directly involved openly reflects on what happened, it naturally adds another layer to the discussion and gets even more people paying attention. This is where the discussion becomes more uncomfortable. Whenever people start talking about transparency in charity campaigns, it often reminds them of past stories where huge amounts of money were raised, but many people felt there wasn't enough public information about how the funds were used. That doesn't mean the same thing happened here, but it does explain why some people began asking for more details.
Oh, my bad. You talking about the MrBeast, Chris Mill? Bro, I got a text about threatening illegal. Try it, bro. Please try it. I swear, bro, I'm begging. Because the motherfuckers that threatened to push legal today, I will win. And you got money, so it's great. Like, please try it, bro. Allegedly, in my opinion, I say it. Rock Nation gave me a fucking key. Try it. I'm not worried or bothered at all.
Part of the confusion also came from how the project was presented. Some people pointed to the website's claim of providing something like 40 million years of water. While that sounds incredibly impressive, critics argued it wasn't immediately clear what that number represented in practical terms. They wanted simpler information, such as how many wells were built, how many people were helped, and where the projects were completed. That kind of breakdown is easier for most people to understand and follow. The conversation then became even more intense after reports circulated that MrBeast was considering legal action over statements made by Adin Ross that he viewed as defamatory, adding another major twist to the ongoing debate. That added another twist to the story because many viewers felt Adin Ross wasn't making a direct accusation. Instead, they saw him as asking for more public information about the project's results. Whether people agree with that interpretation or not, it quickly became another major point of debate online.
As much as I want to agree with Jinxzi as best as I can, right? I agree with what he says, right? But the way out of it is like a really simple solution. Like if you get called up, you go. I think you could just say like a lot of people did. Yo, I just donate privately and shit like that. Like
Like, oh, that's a cool cause. Good job, guys. I really like the stream. I keep it up. And I usually keep my donations private so that it's just the way it operates. And then people and nobody really blinked an eye about people who said that.
XQC also shared a different perspective. He said, technically, Jynxzi could have just said no or donated privately.
I said it while it was live, and I said it afterwards. I said, I'm gonna be honest with you, I thought that the methods were a little bit too much. And not just a little bit, it was way too much. I said it at the time when it was still live that I was uncomfortable with it. After, and I said it multiple times, that I think that the method was just not okay. Like, just the fact that like recalling and re-bringing up somebody and then going back onto the same people. I think it was too much, and I think the reading the room was just not happening. And
that comment introduced another angle to the discussion and gave people even more to debate. On paper, that idea sounds simple, but many people argued the reality was much more complicated. They pointed to what happened with Kai Cenat. After he chose not to donate, he faced heavy criticism across social media for weeks. For creators with massive audiences, saying no in public can quickly become a major online discussion.
I also feel like, and I think MrBeast know this already, like the reading the room of that room with me and Aiden was not good either. Like me and Aiden kept pausing and looking at each other and looking at him as in like, yo, can we do like a read the room check? And it's like he would just not connect. You can go back into the VOD at least 10 times. We pause, I look at Aiden, I look at him, and there's a pause, and he doesn't read the room. And I think it's just maybe a YouTube personality. Or you think like, and then when he said, "Oh, dude, let's extend the stream," and then I pause. I'm like, "Yeah, we could do that." And I look at Aiden, and then he's like, "So basically we're in." And I'm like, "Well, I need to kind of look at some stuff to see if we can do it." Oh, so we're gonna get in there and do that then. So we're good. And I'm like, "Yeah." Well, bro, you know what I mean? Like, bro, it's like read the room checks, and like
reading in between the lines.
Even XQC said parts of the fundraising approach felt unusual. He commented that the way donation requests were handled during the stream seemed awkward, especially because the live stream kept running longer and longer. In his view, that made the atmosphere feel increasingly uncomfortable and added to the ongoing debate. And that's what many people see as the main issue. The debate isn't only about the charity itself, it's about how the donations were encouraged. Critics argue that once the process starts feeling less spontaneous and more carefully structured, it changes how people view the entire situation. That's why this discussion has come back in such a big way. Now I want to hear your opinion. Do you think MrBeast crossed the line with the way the fundraiser was handled, or do you think the criticism has gone too far because the cause itself was positive? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let everyone know where you stand. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.